Hi, this is Rachelle with Journal Life's Journey, and I am testing out my new StreamYard setup. Hopefully, I am live on Twitch, on Journal Life's Journey's YouTube channel, and on the Facebook page. Okay, so I've already been live one time today on Twitch, and I did not realize that my live was not going to be saved. So if you missed the live yesterday on Facebook, it's still there on the Facebook page. But if you missed today and you weren't there during the live, I'm going to explain to you what I've been doing or what I did. So, I'm going to try and do a brief example of it again. So I'm working on this junk mail folio that I'm using a junk mail envelope for, and I'm using misprint planner inserts that I have coffee or tea stained and trimmed down or torn down to fit in this folio. On today's video, I made a pocket like this just out of scrap or misprint paper. I'm using vintage photo for the ink, and I'm also using walnut stain, but mostly vintage photo. So this is an example of what the pocket looked like before I stamped it and inked it and all that. So that was also in the live stream this morning. So what I ended working on in the live stream was this junk mail envelope that's going to be a pocket for the inside of the folio that can go here. So this can be kind of like a tuck spot, and I'm thinking I will do something with this frame. I'm not sure how this is going to work. I may even have the frame drop down over. Not sure, but I definitely want to use this somehow. Anywho, so this was a full-size junk mail envelope like this. And fortunately, the window was in a location that allowed me to have a flap at the bottom and the top. So, and then I just collaged over it. As you can see, the back is just a plain envelope because I'll be gluing this down. But I made another one yesterday. Where is it? And I covered the whole thing. Now that makes it extra thick, especially around the fold area. So I don't really like that because it made it really difficult to get a nice fold. And I'll definitely have to use a closure with it. But I did go ahead and punch the pull. I have not inked it, and for the inside view, I just used a piece of book page. So I haven't done the inside view for this one yet. This is, again, the one that I did this morning, and they always feel a little lopsided to me. I did go ahead and round the corners of each flap. I punched out some circles with my 3/4 inch punch and my 1 inch punch. And so I'm going to double these up. So I punched out 4 of each, and I'm going to use those to make the closure. But before I get into that, let's set those over there so I don't lose them. I'm going to show you how I did this one. This one is pretty much the same. I just didn't do the piece at the bottom. So they're pretty much the same. It's just, I can close this and get it out of there for now. It's just, this one has this bottom flap, and that way I'll be able to tuck ephemera or journaling cards in it, and they'll hold in that one. This one, I won't be able to do that. I'll just be able to put things on the inside of it. Okay, so let's begin. So because this envelope is, of all the junk mail envelopes that I have, this was, I guess, the only one that I had that had the window that's over a little bit. And on the, I guess this was the bottom. I don't even remember. Anywho, I couldn't find any like that. So I'm using this envelope. It does have the opening here. So I'm just going to pretend like that has a little cellophane on it and proceed. So first off, I'm going to go ahead and seal this shut with a little glue. Probably need my mat up under this. Hopefully this is working as intended. Make sure my mic is on. I guess I could have checked that first. Okay. So we close that up. Now I'm going to fold this which way? This is going to end up covering up our little window. Can't be helped. I'm going to fold it just so that some of the window peeks out. And then I'm going to fold this down. This one will be a little more compact than the other one. Let's fold it here. So I'm not really measuring. I'm just kind of folding where I think it's going to work best. Okay. So this will be the top flap. This will be the bottom flap. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and open up this top flap by cutting the end. And then I'm just going to cut a very small slither here to open this up. And then the same on this side. Just enough to open it. Okay. Then this is what we've got. And I should have did this first. I wasn't trying to do this quickly. So where that fold is, I'm going to measure down about an inch. Let's go down an inch. So I need to cut down an inch more to the other side. And then fold this down as evenly as possible. Then I am going to cut that off. Now I don't know if I'm going to be able to get in there with those scissors. Probably should get my little bitty scissors. Let's try tearing it and see what happens. I cut it with the other envelopes, but this time I want to try tearing it off. I hope I'm not making a mistake. Okay. So, I mean, it's not perfectly clean, but it'll do. So that way, you got the flap that comes over, like so. Then you got the pocket where you can actually stick your hand down in there and get down in there if you need to. And I may come back and trim that up because I don't know if I like that. Anywho, so I'm going to do the same thing on this bottom flap, except I'm not going to go down the extra space because I don't need it. So I'm just going to trim off just to open this up. See if that's open. Nope, not all the way open. Wow, this doesn't want to open. The reason I don't like to just run my scissors down the fold, this one is a little better, is because the scissors will cut on either side of the fold, and then I still have that extra space or extra piece that's left, and I just don't really care for that. So this one I am going to tear also. And let's see. I can probably trim that down a little bit more. Uh-oh. Did that glue itself? It sure did. Okay. Let's make sure that our envelope is open. And I'm going to try to trim a little bit more off. Okay, so I think we're good there. So basically all I would do now is cover it. So I can use book page, whatever you want to cover it with. You could use a digital scrapbook paper, whatever you have, whatever look you want to go for. Like I showed you on these two. I covered the back of this, so this could be a standalone that can just be clipped into a journal or over a journal page. This one is actually going to be glued down, so I did not cover the back. I just did the flaps inside and out, and I'll be putting something inside here to cover up that blue. But that's basically how I did it. You can round the corners. I didn't round my corners until after I finished collaging on it. But yeah, you can round the corners. And that's the basics of how I created it. Now I'm going to show you, or we're going to muddle through adding the closure. So I said I did 4 3/4-inch circles, and then I have 4 1-inch circles. So I'm going to glue 2 and 2 together. So 2 1-inch go together. And this is a fairly heavy cardstock. I probably wouldn't do this if I had 110 or 100 pound. Is it 100 pound or 110 pound? I probably wouldn't need to do this, but I just feel better doing it. It'll give me a little more stability. Whoops. Okay. And I may even add a 3rd layer. That makes sense, because this seems still not as thick and sturdy as I want it to be. I don't know. So anyhow, let's try not to throw the glue around. I think I do need to add another layer. Let's see. Because I'm going to actually put these two together. No, I think it'll be okay with the 2 and 2. So we got that. Now let's ink it up. I'm going to use wine stain for these. Like, I'm a little different than the rest. And I'm not going to go crazy with it. So that's going to go kind of like that. So I'm using these domed applicators, and I know a lot of people like them. I don't know that I'm crazy about them, because what seems to happen is the ink gathers around the edges. So if you accidentally press on the edge of the dome, you get this big stain of ink. And so it's like the ink is pulled around the edges and not in the center. That didn't really happen with the flat sponges. So I don't know how I feel about it. It works out good if I want to just put a streak of ink on something. I can just run the edge across, but other than that, I don't really like it. So I'm going to find the center of this, which is about here. And then this one, let's line that up, is about here. And am I doing brads? I think I'm doing brads. I'm going to use my pokey tool. Get my little mat. I probably should cut a piece of this off so I don't have to have this big thing on my desk. This is a kneeling pad. I use it to poke holes for stitching journals and just anything I need the pokey tool for. or the awl, I use it. This was a garden kneeling pad from the Dollar Tree. I've already cut the handle off of it. Okay. Then I have some brads here. I got these from Hobby Lobby, I think. So I'm gonna get the darkest ones because again, I want to pull in the darkness from the graphic that I'm using on the home page. The home page. What does that sound like? On the cover. And you know, I use this DIY wax seal that I made with hot glue, and I use a darker one again to pull that in. Also use a dark eyelet in that tag. So let's keep going with the dark hardware. Then I gotta poke holes into this too, or do I want to just glue it on? Because if I poke the hole, then I gotta cover that up. But if I just glue it on, I don't have to. And I don't have to poke more holes. So let's glue it on. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up that brad and make sure that it is on there securely. Do the same thing with this one. Yeah. Just press those down. Okay. So this one can go here, and then the other one can go at the top, like so. Like so and like so. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and ink this up before I go any further because I had a feeling, where's my little mat, that I may have issues with inking if I wait. So let me do it now. And I also need to go ahead and cut my finger pull area. So let's do that. Needs to go right about there. I usually don't use the 1-inch punch. I usually use the 1.5 inch. I'm gonna stick with what I usually do. Okay. I don't know if I'm able to get this in here. There it is. Okay. So I have some marks on my punch to kind of help keep me consistent with these thumb pulls. As long as I get in the center, I should be good. Okay. Ooh, that looks not centered. It's not horrible, but it's not the best. Okay, let's go ahead and ink some edges. And I'm using these Dollar Tree brushes. I put little labels on them so I know which one is for, excuse me, so I'll know which one is for which ink. So yeah, hopefully I can get myself on a good schedule and do more live streams I'm not going to commit to anything yet. I want to see how it goes. But I do want to do more because recording and editing some of these type videos it takes so long, and I just rather just come on live and do it, get it done. Excuse me, I've been outside today, so allergies are getting me. This is the backing from sticker paper. If you're wondering what this is, it's the waxy side of the sticker paper. I probably need to cut some more off of this one too. But we'll see. I re-inked the pad last night. Doesn't seem like it. Do I have to put the whole bottle on? Shouldn't have to. Let's see, do I want to do this? Let's do that. Okay, I think that's good and inked. All right, so then, sorry about the knuckle cracking. I gotta stop that. Yeah, that's not in the center. How did I do that? Okay, I'm gonna use Fabri-Tac to glue these down. Maybe I'll do this as well. Hold on. I got my twine and my cheesecloth in a Ziploc bag. Don't ask me why they're together. Okay. Oh, I got comments. I'm hoping I didn't miss it. Hey Beverly. Hey Tutu Queen. Hi, Scarlett. Thank you. Okay. I've been testing this out for the last couple of days, so I wasn't really expecting anybody to show up this time. Let's see if I can find where I need to be. So I'm pleasantly surprised. Is this going to be enough? This is hemp thread or cord or whatever you want to call it. I found it in Walmart. I really wasn't looking, but I received a package with some on it and I really liked it. So I just happened to see it that day when I was in Walmart and I was like, oh, let's try that. This one is thinner than the one that came on my package, but eventually I'll get the bigger size. So I'm just gonna run this along or underneath the brad tongues or tines or whatever they are called. And see if I can get a knot in there. I don't think I need to go crazy with knotting it since I'm gonna put glue on it. I gotta wash my scissors. This is getting out of control with the stickiness. Or de-stick my scissors. So I didn't really need the long piece of thread, but let's try and get this glued down as best as I can. Let's move this to the bottom. Now I know that the tines or the prongs are supposed to go through the paper. I know that. I just don't want to do it. But if you do want to do that, I suggest you cover the front flap with the collaging, then put this piece on and bring your tongs or prongs through the other side and then do your collage on that side. But I don't think it's going to matter that much for this one. Yeah, I didn't need to cut that long. Oh, well, anyhow. So for this one, I'm just going to glue it down. A big clump of glue oozing out of the Fabri-Tac. I had glue on my fingers, so. Then put this one here. Got a little seepage. It's okay. I can use the glue remover that I have to get that up. Let's see. So y'all are seeing me on YouTube. And I'm streaming to YouTube, Twitch, and the Journal Life's Journey Facebook page. So I hope this is working out good because I didn't even check to make sure that it was. I just started doing this because, like I mentioned in the beginning, my video from this morning did not get saved. So, all right, so I'm gonna let that dry. But what would happen is this would go under the smaller circle up around that, you know, like the banker's envelope closure. That's how that would go. But I'm gonna let it dry before I mess with it. And then I want to work on this while that's drying. So I have this kit from Crafty Cat USA on Etsy. It is called In the City Volume 2. And it has images of African Americans, vintage style images. So I like this one out of the ones that I have. I think I like this one the best. And this is 100%. This is 50%. I reduced the size. As you can see here, at the beginnings of my folio situation, I used another African American image. It's a painting. I don't remember the name of the artist, but I will put it somewhere if you're interested. I did see this image on Etsy and a few other places, but it is a public domain image. So yeah, I almost bought it on Etsy, and then I was like, well, let me see what I can find in the public domain. And I found it, so I didn't buy it. This I had already purchased, so I'm using it for this. I am hoping that this is going to fit in the space that I want it to fit in. And I will be coming back to make something with this In the City 2 kit. But I don't need all of this. Need a bit, and I still think this may be a little too big. Let's see. She may fit in there kind of cool. I can make her fit. I'm going to take some off the bottom. And let's see. I think that works. Trying to show it without the glare. So I'm going to put her in there. I like that. Even though she's color, she's in black and white. She's got a little color behind her, but you can't really see it. But I'm going to use it anyway because it's what I have. And I wasn't able to find anything that I liked better. So. See if I can get this in here. This is the trickiest part to me. Trying to get something with glue on it into a little space like this. Let's see. Without getting the glue everywhere. Just make sure we don't close up the pocket, but I also want to make sure she's down really well so that anything else that I put in the pocket doesn't get caught on her. Where is my thingy-mabob? Oh, pulling up my collage. Okay, so I think she's good. I think this is good. I gotta get that excess glue off. But this will go around here like so, if I can get it to cooperate. And that is another reason why I kind of want these to be extra sturdy, so that they can deal with the pulling of the string. Hopefully it won't have to pull too much once you get it started. And once it's down on the page, it should be okay. Cut it right there. And I'll put some kind of charm or something. Maybe I'll like punch out some hearts or something to put in there. Maybe I'll do black hearts. That could work. Okay, so as you can see, I already put this piece down. I was procrastinating about it, and then I just said, okay, let me just go ahead and glue it down. So, and then this is a tag. This is one of the tags I made with the washi tape masterboard. And then I just added some more flowers to pull in with the little white flowers I have peeking out of this torn area. Then this is going to go here. Now, I don't think I'm going to have a side tuck. I think it's only going to tuck from the top. But can I put some? No, because you don't want to. Maybe I need to move it over. But I like her over on this side. Okay. The reason I'm saying no is because typically you wouldn't want to tuck something on in here, and then whatever is over here would be in the way of you pulling it out. But this isn't a book. This is just a folio. So there shouldn't be anything in the way, right? Because normally you would put it on this side, and then there's nothing over here in the way for you to pull it out. Or maybe I can just leave it empty and use some of these flowers that I punched out to make something here. I think I like that better. We make a little collage right here in that area. And then we got this page over here. Gotta do something with this frame. Don't know what that's gonna be. Sorry about the knuckles. I can't help it. Let's see. The print. Okay, thanks, Scarlett. Scarlett says she sees me on Facebook too. Tutu says she loves this type of closure. Did you get the information about the print? This is part of a digital journal, junk journal kit from Crafty Cat USA on Etsy. So it's Crafty Cat USA. The name of the kit is In the City Volume 2. So that is where I got that from. The other print, this one, I can't remember the artist's name. I can't remember, but I'll ask me somewhere where I'll see the comment and I'll give you all the information if that's the one you're talking about. Okay. So let's see how much time I got. I'm trying to keep these to an hour. I've already done an hour today, but since it didn't save, I'm going to do a little bit more. Now, I need to figure out how I want to put this. And I don't want to spend 20 minutes going back and forth on that. So let me think real quick. I was thinking of doing something like this, like that. Make this a tuck up here. Something can tuck down in there. Maybe I need to move it down a little bit more. I don't know. What do y'all think? Or should I just scrap the frame? Because with this, I'm going to put a piece of clear plastic of some sort in it to make it like a, window. But then what's going to go here? I was thinking maybe I could make a little booklet to put in here. Oh no, let me know what you think. You're welcome to too, Queen. Because I'm going to probably put a tag behind here, so maybe that's not a good idea. But then if I put a journal here, the journal is going to be in front of that. Then what's going to be over here? Because I don't want to do collage everywhere. Right? Let's see. I might have to punch some more of these flowers out or cut some more because I think I wanted the cream paper. I like the cream a little bit better than the white, but I could mix them. Maybe. I like that on there. Let's see what else I got. Cut. I'm not crazy about the butterflies. I wish I could think of something else to use besides butterflies and mushrooms. Yeah, because it's like everything has butterflies on it, and I don't necessarily want to put butterflies on everything. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some more in the cream paper. I like the cream paper better. Hold on, y'all. Okay, sorry about that. All right. So I don't know. I think I need to do some thinking and make some decisions. So maybe I should stop here And that way when I come back, hopefully tomorrow, I'll know better what I want to do. So make sure you got your notifications and stuff on so you can catch me. I'm going to try and do these early in the morning, as early as I can. But yeah, so that's it. Thanks for everybody, to everyone who has popped on to watch. Thank you. And I'll holler at y'all next time. Bye.